Welcome everybody to the first episode of the Popcorn Pimps, the podcast where it's just three idiots shitting about movies. I am Ruben Frosto Jr., joined with...
Victor Cynthia.
And Abraham Frosto.
That's right, we're related.
Yeah.
Not brothers,
Cousins.
unfortunately. Alright, so this is episode 0. We're not really going to be reviewing anything or discussing movie news. More of this episode is just more like an introduction to us personally.
Exactly.
So one of the first things I want us to do is go around with our 3 favorite movies. I gave you guys this a good 2 weeks to talk about this already.
It was funny is that we did this at a Hooters, and on the spot, we couldn't come up with anything.
I could come up with, you were the one struggling the most.
Yeah,
with,
that was kind of hard to break it down to 3.
Well, yeah, because that's the problem. Like, there's so many. It's
No.
hard to pick just 3.
Just 3, yeah. And so like what I did, I didn't put like the movies I consider the best movies ever made. Because I have 3 favorite movies. I actually have like a good 10 favorite movies. And I would say only probably like 1 or 2 of them would be in the same list of like my top 10 movies of all time. Just because I know some of them aren't like the best movies. They're good enough.
But they're good enough where you could watch them.
Yeah, and for
all
me,
day long.
yeah, and then for me, they personally make me. I can either laugh, I cry, I'm awed by the action, and all that kind of shit. So I'll start it off. My top 3 would definitely have to be Hot Rod, starring the dude from SNL, who's just Andy Samberg. Right? I'm drinking green tea all day. I'm pumped. One of my favorite lines ever because it had nothing to do with anything. He just attacked that random dude. And then Apocalypto, just because that's like one of the only movies where it's like Inca and Aztec culture, and it's like done good. It's like, because back then that's how it was. It was fucked up like
For
that.
the longest time, I didn't even know what culture that was. It was just a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's like Inca or Mayan or Aztec. I'm not sure what the fuck it is. It's just, I really like that movie, and I could watch. Yeah, I could watch that movie all the time. And my 3rd favorite movie would have to probably be that one right there on the screen, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which I am amazed at the fact that finally they're doing Jay and Silent Bob reboot, which is gonna be amazing, I'm sure.
I don't doubt it.
All right, so Hector.
All right, not in any particular order, but obviously Jay and Silent Bob as well. You kind of brought that to my attention at a very young age.
How old do you think you were when I first showed you that? Which was like, I can't believe first off my parents bought me this movie because I had it on DVD. I was like 8 when this movie came out, so I was probably like 9 when I got it on DVD, 9 or 10. How old were you? You were probably like a good 4 years old when I showed you.
4 or 5, yeah. Don't doubt it.
Yeah, that's parents never. Well, at least our parents never really cared about ratings. They just bought it.
Yeah, I played GTA at a young age at like 5, but then again, all I did was run people over. So
I remember for the longest time, every time you'd sleep over, your mom or your dad would be like, they would tell us, "Don't show him this movie," and they were talking about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Or they would tell us a bunch of don't let him do this, don't let him do that, and we were like, who cares?
It was basically a laundry list of everything we let him do.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So
yeah, Jay and Silent Bob, A Clockwork Orange. I don't know. I just like the weirdness and the violence of it.
It's a grotesque quirkiness to it.
Exactly.
Or it's just like, that's like if it was in a nicer tone, it'd be that's cute instead of that's kind of weird and upsetting.
Yeah, like just seeing him progress throughout the movie, like everything just comes back to bite him in the ass. And then lastly, I'd have to say Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. I don't know. Yeah. It's one of those movies that I could just rewatch over and over again and get the same feeling of like, shit. Yeah, it's just one of those movies that gets you.
No, right. I get that. I really like that movie when it came out. I haven't really seen it since I seen it the first time. And I always say like, I always see it. I think it was on Netflix, right?
HBO Go.
HBO Go. It was on HBO Go, and I was like, I'm gonna watch that one of these days again. And like, it's like, no, I never do. It's like
you can never bring yourself to sit down and actually watch it.
Right. It's
you
like
tell yourself you're like I'm gonna do it, but then
and like there's times where I'll be on HBO Go. I was like I'm gonna get on HBO Go. I'm gonna watch that movie, and then like I didn't know this movie was on here. Click, and it's just like totally forgot about
something else just totally takes you away. Yeah,
right.
That happens to me all the time.
All right, Abraham, your 3 favorite movies.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I can even talk about the first one because that's what Tyler Durden told me not to do or told me to do. You can't talk about it.
So Fight Club.
Yeah. Damn.
That's a very good movie, and it has like that to me has one of the best rock theme songs to a movie.
Oh heck yeah! The freaking soundtrack of the movie is awesome.
Yeah, the Pixies' "Where's My Mind" is one of the best because that's my problem with like when it comes to music and movies, rock. Very like, I've never liked it when it's theme songs for certain movies, because either way too on the nose or it just doesn't fit with the actual movie itself.
It had a lot of drum and bass in it too, actually, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a drum and bass guy, but it was just like a lot of hard hitting, violent like music that just complemented everything.
Yeah.
All the anarchy going on.
And I think that's what it was. It was that movie was pure anarchy, and so it went with that rock theme. And there's a couple other movies, like for instance, there's a movie I really really like called Rock and Rollers, which was probably like number 4 on my list. And it's with Gerard Butler. It's a bunch of guys that are now super big, but it's like when they were first becoming super big. It's a Guy Ritchie film. And like it has a song, the theme song to that one is Rock and Roll Queen. And like it goes very well because it's like a super fast paced like guitar riff. And it goes super well with that movie because that movie is super fast paced.
Yeah.
But besides like movies like Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny, like, where of course rock is gonna be the main centric of that movie.
Yeah.
There's very little where I'm like, oh, this movie is great, or this rock theme song goes with this movie great. But yeah, definitely,
So,
Fight Club is.
Yeah,
one of those
I'll just
songs.
talk about it. Fight Club. Yeah, that's number 1. No particular order, but my top 3. That's definitely up there. Number 2, we were watching it earlier. We saw it this weekend. Nacho Libre.
And it kind of squeeze.
I like a cow. It's because every line in that movie is
so quotable.
It's quotable, you know what I mean? And anybody who's seen it and who's seen it more than once, they can relate to any line in that movie because literally every line in that movie is like a pun. So it's like a joke within itself, and like it's hilarious, dude. I could watch it over and over and not get bored.
No, I totally agree, and it's that movie makes me laugh so many times, and it just makes me laugh for the dumbest reasons too. It's like the random sound effects they add to like random scenes,
like the slaps and the hits.
Yes, or like when he's
talking.
talking to the nun and like he squeezes his butt cheeks together. It does the whipping sound. And I'm just like, why do you have to do that? It's so funny. And it's just like stuff like that. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. It makes me laugh in that movie, and it's just I don't think that movie gets enough. I think when that movie came out, it got a lot of credit. But ever since then, it's just been flying under the radar when they talk about great comedies.
Yeah,
no one brings up.
It's just like the simplicity of it is just what I think preserves it as well because there's so many like movies nowadays that are like just an overkill when it comes to comedy, and they don't really do simple little things that. Are funny because we can take a joke from like our childhood and like it's a simple joke, but I mean it made us laugh,
right?
You know what I mean? And Nacho Libre is full of dumb jokes like that'll still make you laugh regardless how old you are.
And you see that's how I feel with a lot of genres of movies where like people expect too much of something. Like Nacho Libre is a simple comedy and it works as a simple comedy. Like sure the plot, it has a really good plot, has a really good storyline. But yeah, it's not complex, or it's not. Oh, this is gonna change your mind.
Yeah.
You'll never see movies the way you. Yeah, with the Oscars, and it's just like it doesn't have to be Oscar worthy to be a good movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of my main problems with a lot of like movie reviewers and critics, is because they expect everything to change your mind. Like, oh, when I see this type of movie, I need this to be life changing. I don't need it to be life changing. Sometimes I'm willing to pay $10 to $16 to watch a movie for 2 hours and just be like, oh, that was really enjoyable.
Yeah, as long as it just entertains you, when it just gets to the whole point of what the purpose of a movie is, which is just to entertain somebody, and when it does that very well, then you got yourself a damn good movie, such as Nacho Libre.
As Nacho Libre, yes, and that movie works because you can talk about it for days or weeks or even years, like we do, after you've seen that movie, funny. Because those lines are still so quotable. It's like, oh, I look hideous now, like you weren't hideous before, Steven.
He ripped his hair off.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not baptized. I believe in science, and it's just like stuff like that is so random and so hilarious.
They say wrestlers make bad lovers, that they savor themselves for the ring.
How she goes through that hole up and down so quickly is still beyond me. Like,
Yeah.
Was it up? Okay, yeah. So
I understand
the
rolling
was,
down.
The party was downstairs. How did she dug a tunnel going up?
There's probably there has to
At
be
first,
like a
like
ladder or
her
something.
parents. How did they not notice that big old hole in the wall?
Like that
It
chair
wasn't
that was
hidden
by it,
behind anything.
like
There was
she
a-
probably moved that chair, but
That's
there's
even
no way
funny.
that chair
Yeah,
covered
there was a
that.
chair that's I guess next to it, but it wasn't even covering it. Like it probably covers it, I guess, sure, most of the time. But I mean, it's right there. I think that's the funny part about it, is that there's a huge hole, and you would think the obvious thing would be to put a chair in front of the hole to cover it.
Right.
But the fact that it's not even doing that, but it's still there, it makes it dumb, dude. But it's funny.
Yeah, it makes me laugh, and that's one of the reasons, for instance, like with me and Mister, is Jay and Silent Bob, and with me with Hot Rod, is because those movies are so quotable, where you can say like, yeah, like they have so many funny moments. And there's other movies, like I said, there's way more than top three, especially when it comes to comedies that I can watch over and over, because to me they're just always funny because they're so quotable. And to me, that's what makes a good funny movie, is when you can quote a joke over and over and it's still funny.
I know, I love that movie, dude. Jay and Silent Bob, so funny.
Poop shoot.
The movie Poopshoot.com.
Yeah.
The sign in the back of the car
Says
says "Critters
Critters
of
of
Hollywood."
Hollywood.
Dumb fuck. Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah, that movie. You see, that movie just has so many funny shit, and one of the main characters don't even talk. So it's quotable line.
It has like a good like one or two lines,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
And then, like, say what you want about Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith gets a lot of flack, but his movies always have some of the best cameos. Like, have you ever seen a movie called Mallrats? It's one of his early movies. It has, like, the first cameo ever by Stan Lee. And I remember watching that thing like, holy shit, that's Stan Lee.
Dude, this movie, man, it has
Yeah.
Wes Craven, Kid Rock, who like
Carrie
people-
Fisher is the nun that he tries to give head to. And it's like, that's Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill.
Yeah, cock knocker.
Cock knocker. Dude, it's so
I've had
funny.
nightmares of the cock knocker. I think I told you, right?
I don't know, but
You told me you had a dream, but you didn't tell me it was a
It
nightmare.
was a nightmare. I was in an abandoned school and it was late at night. And I was walking down the hall and I kept hearing Mark Hamill's The Joker laugh. And then when I turned the corner, I see cock knocker right there laughing. And I'm just like, I don't know what this means. And then I woke up. But anyways. And what was your third movie? You said Fight Club, Nacho Libre?
And my third favorite movie, only because I have so much respect for it, and every time I watch it, it still kind of creeps me out and scares me, is the original 1970s Halloween Michael Myers.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
And that's always going to be like a timeless classic. So, you know, people have like Christmas movies, but us who don't really celebrate Christmas, like we still...
I don't celebrate Halloween
we don't celebrate Halloween either, but Michael Myers, like...
But it's just like every year when
yeah.
like Halloween movies start, like
especially
around,
on
like the middle.
on AMC, because AMC does like the 13 Nights of Horror.
Yeah.
And
I
it
always
plays
watch
really
those.
old stuff.
Scary movies, yeah, and it's like
Slasher
really
films.
good. And
So-
that's another genre, just like comedy, where it's just like, oh well, it was just a bunch of jump scares. And I know you have this problem with a lot of movies. It's like jump scares are what.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
It's
But
always
what I'm
been-
saying now is like, looking at it now, it's just supernatural stuff. Like the slasher thing is just gone.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you go back and watch a lot of slasher flicks, there's probably only like a good handful that are actually good
But
movies.
here's the thing. This is why
But they're still enjoyable, regardless of how shitty.
Yeah. This is why Michael Myers, though, is like he's my favorite like monster out of everybody. Like Freddy Krueger and Jason, Michael Myers is my favorite. But I think the reason his movies still kind of scare me, even though I've seen them all the time, is the suspense. Because it was one of the best movies to ever bring in suspense, to where there's no music, you hear the footsteps of the character walking through the house, and you don't know what's happening. And the fact that
It has some of my greatest moments when they do the POV shots, where like they put the mask on the camera and you can see only through the eye holes, and you can just hear him breathing. Those are like some of the scariest shots. And it's not because anything's gonna pop out, because you know you're Michael Myers, you know nothing's gonna pop out. It's just because it's like, holy shit, this is what it feels like to be a killer.
it's
and I was like a kid.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that little annoying
man.
kid.
Crap.
All right. So for me, it was, just to recap: Hot Rod, Apocalypto, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Hector was
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clockwork Orange, and Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
beyond.
And then mine was Fight Club. Number 2 was Nacho Libre, and number 3, Halloween.
The original Halloween.
The original Halloween, not
that
that crappy
shitty
Rob Zombie.
remake.
Yeah,
You know
No,
what?
but then I heard and I
They're
saw like the
remaking
movie
it
poster.
again.
Yeah, but it's not Rob Zombie who's
It's
directing
not
it.
Rob
Like,
Zombie. It's someone else.
Really?
Is it Eli Roth?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, look that up on your
Just,
phone.
just hope that it's not. God, because who did the
I don't
Texas
wanna-
Chainsaw Massacre? The newest one, because that one was shitty.
Get him, cuz.
I told him about that, and then
We watched it after that just because I did not believe him.
me and him saw it, and then
We were all
It was
here
so
at the
bad.
barbecue. We even had like Big Dolpho and everybody.
Yeah,
was
she
it
just-
here or was it at my house?
No, it was here.
Okay, so no, what happened was that I'd seen that movie that week, and then we hung out. We had a barbecue here at this house, and then I was like, dude, I saw this movie, and like this line made me cringe
Yeah, it was
so
just
bad. It was just so like I just wanted to slap her. And so to kind of give everybody an image, it's at the end of the newest Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, and by the way, Trey Songz is in it. So
Oh yeah, huh?
so that kind of that
Oh, yeah, huh?
that just to give you an idea of how bad this movie was, Trey Songz was in it. Not to say he's a bad singer, but an actor. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
singing.
there is a scene where the protagonist, if you haven't seen it by the way by now, I'm not ruining anything for you. There's no spoilers. You've had years to watch it. She finds out she's related to she's the cousin of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, Leatherface. And so somebody's about to kill him, and then she slides the chainsaw on the floor to him, and then the camera pans up to her face, and in like the most annoying voice, she says, "Do your thing, cuz."
It's just so terrible. It's like, why?
It's like they think that they want to be serious though. That's what makes it funny.
All right. No, yeah, that makes me laugh. All right. On to another question. This one I didn't give you guys time. Your favorite actor.
Favorite actor.
You know what we'll do? Favorite actor and favorite actress.
Okay, I can give you. Oh man.
That's actually no. Now that I think about it, I kind of have an idea.
I'll give you guys like about 5 seconds. I'll say mine. My favorite actor, and I don't know why, I just absolutely love this guy, is Clive Owen. And the reason it's Clive Owen is because there's one movie where it's definitely in my top favorite movies, not only like favorite movies to watch, but best movies of all time for me list, which is Children of Men, which is super depressing, and I would not like. It's not a movie I would recommend to people. Like, hey, I really like movies. What's a good movie to watch? I would definitely not say go watch Children of Men. I think you should watch it at some point, but definitely not anytime soon, because you are gonna be sad. But and after that, like he was in the Sin City, the first one, which I really like. And I really like his character in that one. He's in a bunch of movies where he has small roles like that, and he does them really good. And I'm not really even that big of a fan of, like, British actors.
Mm-hmm.
I am a fan of him. And my favorite female actress is definitely Emma Stone. I think everything she does is always good. Like, even as much as I hated those shitty Amazing Spider-Man movies, and yes, they were shitty, I liked Emma Stone in it. I didn't like her as Gwen Stacy, but, I was fine with it. She still did a great job.
I don't know, man. Easy A.
Easy 8. You didn't like that movie?
No, it wasn't bad. It was just there was a lot of points where it was just kind of cringy. Like I don't know, there's just some.
A lot of "do your thing, cuz" lines in the movie.
No, it was just a lot of
No,
just
I
like.
wouldn't even say that.
It was
Really?
just I don't know. There's just some things that were just in that movie that I was like. What?
I don't know. I saw Easy A from beginning to end once, and afterwards I was like,
I don't even remember
yeah.
much from that movie to be honest. But all I remember is that there were some parts that I was kind of just like, what?
Alright, she had a black stepbrother.
Oh, hey, real quick, by the way, Carpenter is going to be the original John Carpenter from the original movies producing it. And he's entrusted David Gordon Green, who also directed Pineapple Express, and Our Brand is Crisis.
Oh, Brandon's Crisis was terrible, but Pineapple Express was good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. That's kind of weird because neither one of those is horror. Which I kind of like when they do that, when they get someone who's not known for a certain type of movie, and which is why I like, for instance, I don't like a lot of Marvel movies, just because I feel now they're all basically the same thing with just different reskins. But I really like Ant-Man because the original director for Ant-Man was a guy named Edgar Wright, who did Scott Pilgrim versus the World,
Yeah.
and he did like a good chunk of it, like probably like 2/3, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm out because you guys aren't letting me finish the movie the way I want to finish it." And so, but you can tell there's a lot of Edgar Wright in that movie with like what's his name? The Peña's character trying to tell a story. He can never get to the good part. He always has to tell you every fucking single thing. One time I was with my cousin. We were at the swine tasting. You know that scene, which is still one of the best.
He does it a couple times.
He does it a couple times. He does it like 2 or 3 times.
My cousin knows this guy. I know this guy.
Yeah, basically, it's like any Mexican ever. Or like Baskin Robbins always knows, always finds out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so random. But yeah, it's just like he's a good actor, and so like, or it's like James Gunn with Guardians of the Galaxy. They told James Gunn that he could do whatever he wanted with that movie because they did not give a fuck about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because our comic book failed so many times.
Yes, yeah. And if you say you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan before the movie, you're a dirty liar. It had like 5 fans, right? And none of you guys are it.
Well, I mean, aside from just the side stuff, like the only reason I knew about them was because of just Rocket Raccoon. Only because he was doing stuff with other characters in.
Yeah, I'm not saying you didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy were, like who those guys were.
But saying like being a fan
Star
of them
Lord, Gamora,
comics,
all that. Yeah, but you were not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy comics.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you know, like I like when they get directors who aren't known for doing horror movies to do that. It's also why when they have what's his name, James Wong or whatever. He's James Wan. He's doing the new Flash. No, Aquaman. He's doing Aquaman.
Who's doing Flash?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think they don't have a director for Flash right now. But he's doing Aquaman, and he's known for nothing but horror films.
Yeah.
No, so, he did. He's done the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, he did one of them, right?
No, he's doing the new one too. I think.
Is he
no, he's not doing the new
No, I think he only did the one.
7.
Number 5 or 6. He did number 5 or 6. It was the one where they were in Brazil, and that's the one I kind of like because because that's the one where they're actually.
No, then he probably did 5, 6, and 7. Because I remember James Wan doing 7.
Yeah, I think he did do 7 as well too.
Someone look it up while I continue talking. But anyways, so I like when they do that. And like I said, he's known a lot because he did a lot of the Saw movies, or he produced a lot of the Saw movies.
Yeah.
And so I want to see that, like a horror. I've always wanted that, like a action movie, or like a comic book movie, done in a horror fashion. You know, and they try to do that with like the Winter Soldier, where it's like it's a spy movie, but no, it's not really a spy movie. You just have them go undercover for like 30 minutes. It's not a spy movie.
He's doing Aquaman.
What other ones did he do?
He did.
So
Conjuring 1, 2, Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he did 7.
And
that's not a good movie.
He's done the Insidious. He's done.
So those were your 2 favorite actor and actresses?
Yeah, actor and actress is Clive Owen, Emma Stone, Mr. or Hector.
Well, for actor, I'd have to say, what's his name? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. I don't know why I mean, not all the movies he's in are great. I don't know. I feel like he does a good job of acting. Like he gets into his character pretty well. Like I know my grandma, she doesn't like him because of how serious he is in his roles.
Yeah, he goes the extra mile.
Yeah, like what's his name?
He gets a lot of hate. Where it's like I understand because he does do a lot of bad movies. Like he did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory one.
Oh yeah, he did do
that. Or was it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That movie was
so
terrible. He did that movie called The Tourist with Angelina Jolie. That movie was goddamn awful.
What was the one that he helped finish because Heath Ledger died?
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium or something like that. Yeah. I don't remember. That one was okay, but it's understandable. Heath Ledger died, so they did it this weird way, and it was kind of.
And then
Edward Scissorhands freaked me out as a kid.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. But as a kid, it was kind of creepy.
I don't know. On Stranger Tides, the last one where it wasn't with Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
That one wasn't that good. It was kind of wonky.
Yeah, I mean they aren't like the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise isn't great, but it's enjoyable. They're enjoyable.
It's what we talked about earlier with like comedies.
Yeah, like
sure, it's not great.
I'm kind of looking forward to the new one after seeing the newest.
The last trailer
pretty cool.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
Seeing young Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
I remember.
I like how he's just looking at those Spanish dudes as he murders them.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I got away from you. Great, we're dead now. We had families, Johnny Depp. They had families.
Even though this movie wasn't that great, I thought it was pretty decent. Sweeney Todd. It was a musical.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah, but like what reference to what he said is that he gets super into his character. This dude was like deranged in that movie, and you can like feel his derangedness.
Pretty sure he killed a couple people in that movie.
What's his name? What's that guy's name? Who
No
played
cats
the
were
newest
harmed.
Joker?
Jared Leto also.
So
does
Jared
that.
Leto got way into his character, but then again, outside of movies, that guy's freaking weird.
That guy is weird.
Yeah.
He's on something else.
I think he just says he gets into character just to get away with some of the weird stuff he does. All right, and your favorite actress?
I'd have to say Emma Watson. I don't know. She's just
Emma Watson.
Yeah, I liked her in Harry Potter.
Hermione.
I'm trying to think of a movie she was in that I did not like.
And there was,
which I can't think of.
But then there's another actress I like. I can't remember her name. She did
That doesn't help anyone.
Those detective movies. They're like books though for kids. Like I can't remember what the
Nancy Grace.
Is it that?
Or Nancy Drew?
Yeah, Nancy Drew. What's her actress name?
Nancy Grace? That's like that old blonde lady.
Emma
I thought that was
Roberts?
a show.
Yeah, it's like a Nancy Grace show.
Is it Emma Roberts?
I think it is Emma Roberts.
Yeah, she's a pretty good
She's
actress.
alright.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts just isn't in a lot of stuff, though. That's
Yeah,
what I
that
can
is
say with
true.
Emma Roberts.
She was in that last
Emma
movie.
Watson isn't in a lot of stuff either, but
when she is in stuff,
it's
she
big
does a good
stuff.
job. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her
Beast.
role in This Is the End.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, it's
Her
like,
short.
if anyone's getting raped for it's her. If anyone's getting raped
yeah.
for her. And she goes out, no one's raping nobody. She takes off.
Heck, hits him in the face.
She feels like a safe in the beginning. Like when they first like meet up with her, it's super funny.
Yeah. No, but yeah, or like when they're talking about with Jay Baruchel, he's like, you don't like A Timeless Classic like Forrest Gump? He's like, no, I hate it. He's like, you're such a hipster. That's what I think of you.
Wow.
Yeah, I just kidding. But all right, so Emma Watson and Johnny Depp. Hey, Ram?
Oh God. Okay. For actor, it's got to be between Mark Wahlberg and probably Edward Norton.
Mark Wahlberg and Edward Norton. Those are both good actors. Edward Norton hasn't really been in anything in a while, though.
No,
Edward
but
Norton,
a lot of my
Favorite movies
he's in. Another one that he did with Ben Stiller. It's called Keeping the Faith. It's about a priest and a rabbi. They fall in love with like their childhood friend. I don't know. Like every time the movie's on, it's like one of those super entertaining movies I can watch over and over again. So, and American History X too. That's another good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So yeah, no, Edward Norton. I don't think I've ever seen a movie I didn't like. And then
with him.
Yeah, and then Mark Wahlberg.
The Incredible Hulk. You ever see that one? That one was a piece of
Oh
shit.
God, I forgot about those movies. To be honest,
Dude, like it's so funny when they talk about like modern day Hulk. It's like, oh, Mark Ruffalo is the best Hulk ever. It's like, first off, the Hulk is all CGI. There's no actor who's the best Hulk ever.
It's not like he dropped like best Hulk dialogue.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna say? It's just like, who's the best Bruce Banner? I still think Eric Bana. Eric Bana is the best Bruce Banner, even though he's not. Yeah, he's an okay actor, but I thought he's like, that's who Bruce Banner is. He's a nerdy, quiet dude.
yeah, I remember in the first Hulk movie.
I mean, that movie's terrible.
The
first Hulk movie.
Man.
What's his name?
I hated how it changed from scene to scene by like the
comic book
frame. Yeah, the frame dragging like a comic book strip. I was like, that's cool for a comic.
Star Wars does that a lot. The wipes.
Yeah, but Star Wars does it like good. The Hulk, it was like one after another after another after another. It's just like, holy crap.
Yeah, but I remember what I remember from that movie was like the cameo, Stan Lee's cameo with Lou Ferrigno, the original Hulk.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, with their security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, female actress. Female actress. That's the same shit.
Female actress. Dumbass. The only one that really comes to mind right off the bat would probably be Sandra Bullock.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Only because I really, really like The Blind Side.
It's an okay movie. Speed was pretty good too.
Exactly.
What's the name of that movie where her character?
I don't know. Like I've never really put in too much thought into my favorite.
We all know you're a huge fan of Miss Congeniality too.
The first one, not the second. I've never even seen the second one.
I've never seen
What's the name of the movie where her character's really ditzy and she wears red boots and she tries following?
Oh, Me and Steve or some shit like that. It's with
who's my favorite actress, dude?
Like Cooper. What's his name? Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
that
movie's so stupid. I don't know why.
He's like a
I have a bunch of favorite actresses, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's like I don't have just one.
I'm trying to think of like another favorite actress. I don't really like where I can be like, oh, she's in it. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Exactly.
Movie.
You know what I mean?
You know who I like? I like
sound...
Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is in good movies, and I've always thought that Emily Blunt is like she's not like hot, but she's beautiful. Emily Blunt is beautiful to me.
Whose wife is that?
That's the dude from The Office. I don't remember his name. She's in Live Die
Chris
Repeat.
Pratt?
No, that's Parks and Rec, you dumbass. She's married to Anna Faris.
See, she's another good one.
She's like, well, she hasn't done anything in a while.
Yeah.
She's a producer on like
Tina Fey's pretty funny.
Tina Fey's good.
And then I can also say Melissa McCarthy.
She's funny.
McCarthy, yeah.
You know who I do not like? I do not like Amy Schumer.
I don't think anybody likes Amy Schumer.
And it's just like, I've tried to get into her stuff, and it's just like,
her comedy's very
annoying.
just...
Yeah.
I feel like she tries too hard.
That's how I feel.
It's shoved down your throat, and you're just like...
It's like she's trying to be edgy, but it's just not working for her.
Wait, who? Yeah. Who else is an actress you don't like?
An actress I don't like?
Or actor. Who's somebody you don't like enjoy watching in movies?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Mark Ruffalo.
Really?
I do not
like. What the hell
in
the movies has he been in aside from that one that won an Oscar?
13 going on 30.
13 going on 30.
He was in that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, huh?
First of all, you knew that was beyond me. He was in.
That was the
Now
only
You
movie
See
that
Me.
came to mind.
Oh yeah. Huh?
And, like, I think that movie's okay. Not a huge fan. That's another one. That guy from Now You See Me Too. Jesse Eisenberg. I hate.
I don't
him.
know why so many people don't like. I feel
good.
like his character.
What is he good at?
He's good at
being a.
Name a movie
himself.
he's good in.
He was really good.
Zombieland.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Oh,
a really quirky, nerdy, timid guy.
I feel like.
Yeah, but you see, that doesn't make him a good actor because he played himself.
Because that's legit what he does all the time. He either plays some weird, very strange, douchey character. Like, that's how he was at...
It's like, people always say, oh, have you ever seen The Social Network? It's like, no, because I don't give a fuck about that movie. I hate biopics to begin with.
I love that movie.
I don't like biopics to begin with. Like, unless they're like culture biopics, where it's like either a different country or a different time. Like, don't give me recent history type shit.
I don't know, I mean, I can watch that kind of stuff, it's just... I don't care about...
Yeah, I can watch it, but I'm not gonna like it. That's my thing. I probably won't like it just because I don't like that type of shit. Based on a true story, I fucking hate it. Oh, you know what's another movie I should have put in my top 3? Oh man, that top 3.
I should have put
Cabin in the Woods. Scott Pilgrim would have been that one, but I really love Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods is funny.
I don't know why I thought about that.
I don't know. I just really like the music and like the video game comic book comedy within Scott Pilgrim. It's just and then like
this is the beginning of the song.
And then and for Cabin in the Woods, just the satirical, just
it's so aware of itself, where it's just like
the bong mug.
Yeah,
he came out.
I love like when he finds out he's being filmed. His first thing is like not what's going on. It's like, oh shit, my mom's gonna be pissed at me. That's his first thought. Is his mom being mad at him?
Man, some of them died in fucked up ways. The guy, the guy who was working in
all of them.
The one who was working downstairs, the guy from the thing
merman?
He wanted, the merman.
He's like, you don't want to see that. It's a mess. It's messy. Well, what about you? Who's your one actor or actress you can't stand?
I can't even think of one.
I really cannot stand Kristen Stewart.
No one can stand Kristen Stewart though.
Yeah, that's
the easy way out, Abraham.
Okay,
I'm gonna pick someone everyone hates.
Yeah, well, Kristen Stewart's definitely number one. But you know what? I don't like her. Is because she's just so bland, and she he said, okay, dead. Yeah, she seems so dead and lifeless, and she just she just doesn't give a shit like in her movies. You know who else is also like that? I forgot the name off the top of my head, but the girl that plays the main character in 50 Shades of Grey. What's her name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't like her either.
Let me look her up.
There's one actress that I think she's newer because the only thing I've seen her in was the Fantastic Beasts. and she's in Aliens and the Alien.
Oh yeah, the brunette. She's in a bunch of like TV shit. And like but she's a good actress. You don't like her?
No, I'm not saying I don't like her. I was just saying she's.
You never seen her before?
I've never seen her before that, but
that's kind of right.
She was cool.
Anastasia Steele, that's her name.
Oh, that's a terrible name.
Speaking of Steel, that's a good movie. No, I'm just kidding.
That movie sucks dick.
Terrible.
All right, that's a good
motorcycle.
one. What's a movie it's you absolutely hate? Like where it's like, this movie is awful. Not necessarily like it's so bad you want to punch people.
Daredevil.
Huh?
Ben Affleck's
Daredevil?
At the time, that movie was awesome.
Okay, yeah, but
I don't think it was awesome. I think we're just dumb.
Ghost Rider at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You loved Ghost Rider.
I was a little kid, and now you watch it, and it's like, God, this movie's so shitty. Nicolas Cage does not. It just doesn't work.
Shaquille O'Neal's Kazam. God, that movie is so terrible.
I've never seen that movie, but I've seen pictures of him, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I've always thought that movie was stupid. I've always hated that movie. It's just like, why does this movie exist? Who gave Shaquille O'Neal permission to make this movie?
What's the name of that movie? What's the name of the movie where that little girl, her Barbie doll comes to life, and I can't remember the actress's name. It's some black chick.
Tyra Banks?
Yeah.
Oh, Life Size. Yeah.
Dude, Disney movies were the best. That was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't good at all.
But they were like, memorable.
Yeah, like Smart House. Remember Smart House?
Oh, yeah.
When the evil mom takes over?
Because it's the house that's
the
mom. It's a, like,
that movie,
animated house.
That movie's so stupid.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That movie was so shitty.
Yeah, now, but at the time... Like, if you think about it, you're like, cool, like, my house could talk to me.
Halloween time was
So you guys know how I grew up with two sisters, right? A Disney movie I remember watching all the fucking time was Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
Oh, yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
Okay, it's a girl she lives in a space station. And this was 2005, right? This movie came out like in 98. Yeah, it's supposed to take place like in 95. And it's like she's the future where she lives in a space station up in space. And she wins this contest for some musician and then some sabotage shit.
Oh, and by the way, all the musicians, they played like electronic instruments.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like techno, future techno.
Yeah, like it was like an electronic pad drum set.
What the hell?
And like an electronic keyboard. Well, I guess all keyboards are electronic.
No, but that keyboard was like it didn't have keys. Yeah, it was all flat, and like you would push like in a section, and it would light up like a key, like something that looked like a key would light up. Yeah, it was weird.
Luck of the Irish was another one.
Luck of the Irish, that movie was
God, that was the
all those movies have the same guy in it. I don't remember what his name is, but it's all the same kid.
I think it's Ryan Merriman.
Halloween Town.
How the hell do you know that name?
Because he was in every movie. You know what else?
Halloween Town was okay.
The 13th year, where he turned into the mermaid.
He turned into the mermaid.
It was him. It was okay. It was that movie, Smart House, Luck of the Irish. I think those were his three movies.
There was like one or two other ones. I don't remember though. But you know what was another one we watched all the time was Brink.
That was awesome, dude. I love that movie.
That movie is garbage if you go back and watch it. We tried to watch it the other day. We cannot.
Well, that's why I'm not going to go back and watch it.
You're going to remember the memory. You're going to keep the memory.
You want to taint your memory.
Exactly.
No, that's... I don't know. There's a lot of Disney... I mean, those movies are more from your time.
It was Ryan Merriman.
But, like, I don't know. The ones that I had to watch were shitty, too. I mean, from like, I guess, my generation of teenagers and stuff, the stuff we had, aside from High School Musical, I mean, High School Musical was okay. The second one's the best in my opinion, but I don't know everything else.
That's the one where they're like in the golf course, right? That's the second one?
Yeah, when they're on summer, yeah. Everything else, all the other movies that I kind of came out when I was growing up were kind of like, what the hell? Minutemen.
Yeah, because we're a couple
years.
Is
that the Time one?
Yeah.
Alright. So, besides... Oh, no, you said Anastasia Steele, right? That you don't like her? Alright, who'd you say?
I don't know. I can't think... I'm like... It's hard to think, because I'm like... There's so many movies that I just don't like, but it's not... It's the movie I don't like, not the actress. Like, sometimes it's like, dude, it's not the actress.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Rob Zombie, in general, is just a terrible director. Although I will say, I liked House of
a Thousand Corpses.
And even the Devil's Rejects, I kind of like.
A
lot of people did not like the Devil's Rejects.
Only because they connect.
Yeah, you have to watch one after the other.
Yeah, I think it's the Devil's Rejects first, then House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
because they kind of like sync, like the ending kind of.
No,
takes
it's
place.
House of a Thousand Corpses, then the Devil's Rejects.
Oh yeah.
Because the Devil's Rejects is after the house has burned down and like a bunch of them have died. So there's only like the clown dude who was like the one that would find the people, and the girl, and then that girl is Rob Zombie's wife.
Yeah, she's in all of his movies, and she was the mom too in
Halloween, right?
In Halloween, and the Rob Zombie ones.
Click Commander.
Click Commander.
Yeah. You see this face? You see Click.
She's fucking face right here.
I get all in there like. But
yeah, you like that, you little Click.
All right, I think that's gonna be enough for this episode. We have a little rundown. Catch us on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in.